Hello everyone, I'm Randy Suarez, aka Silvercrow, and today we're reacting to Christopher Titus' two videos of his, Dysfunctional Family, We're the Majority, and his life advice, Make Friends with Screwed Up People. Now, I have basically screwed up friends anyway, and I understand when it comes to that, because we all have that mentality we could be a little bit on the insane side or the psychotic side, or in the middle, crazy, So all I can say is buckle up and let's get started.
That because of every syndrome and disorder we've invented in the last 20 years, the Los Angeles Times reported that 63% of American families are now considered dysfunctional. My God. That means we're the majority. We're normal. It's the people that had the mommy and the daddy and the brother and the sister, little white picket fence. Those people are the freaks, man. My parents' divorce settlement involved a bar tab.
Oh, and by the way, both of these videos are from his comedy special, Nora Rockwell is Bleeding. It's on his page. I do recommend checking out. It's actually one of the first comedy specials I basically checked out of his. Well, not first. It was his Love Is Evil was my first comedy special that I checked out of his. Now I went back, then I backtracked and a few other things. But anyway, let's continue.
They had a big court battle over who got to keep me. Mom won. She made me live with Dad. And Dad collected things for me, stepmothers. Until I was 10, I thought women were rent to own. I've got 5 stepmothers. My dad's been approved for a marriage license gold card. I now.
Here's the thing: if you've been married more than, let's say, more than 3 times, this should clue you in there's something wrong. Not just probably the person that you married, people that you married, something's wrong with you.
Mention man and wife. Sign there, bottom copy's yours. My father, a hard-drinking man from the 70s. We actually have no pictures of my dad where he is not holding a beer. Weddings, funerals, water skiing, parent-teacher conference. When I got sick around him as a kid growing up, he'd always warm me up a shot of 100-proof whiskey. Never got sick. That I can remember. If I had a cough, boom, shot of whiskey. Got it a hand, though. One day I woke up in a field on my big wheel, naked. Strange pampers on my head. First grade show and tell. Taught the class to mix Long Island iced teas. From scratch.
Hey. That's a good skill, though. That is a good skill. I have to give him that.
I love being from a screwed up family, man. We have everything in my family. Prescription drug abuse, mental illness. One of my uncles is a Mormon. And people get so weird about mental illness. It's like anything else. You follow the rules. You don't put a heart patient on a roller coaster. You don't put a mental patient on a hunting trip with you.
Yes.
My mom's insane. Of course, I don't mean my mom is insane. I mean, we, the jury, find the defendant. When I was a kid, she was in a mental care facility, or as Dad so eloquently put it, she's shacked up in the wacko basket. Sleep well, boy. Actually, it comforts me to know that when I was in kindergarten gluing macaroni to paper plates, my mom was in therapy gluing macaroni to paper plates. I used to put her projects on the refrigerator. You better lighten the fuck up because we're going a lot further than that tonight. You know, little kids can't draw. They draw you a picture. You have to guess what the hell the picture is. My mother had so many Rorschach tests by the time I was 3. She knew exactly what I drew every single time. Well, honey, tree, ducky, bunny, train, and those are the aliens that planted the microchip in my head. You want to feel it? No. That's a pretty good call, Mom. I was going for doggy, but okay.
And here's the thing. He talked about his mom, and in this special, which I do recommend y'all watch, is the point that I also watched the show too to see the descent, how he felt when the whole thing with his when his mother's passing. But y'all see what I'm talking about when you watch the show and also watch the comedy special.
But I want you to know I love my mom and I owe her everything. Because without her, I don't exist. Without her, I wouldn't be doing this for a living. Without her, in 4 states, it'd still be legal to kill a man with a cappuccino machine. She touched a lot of lives. Diagnosed manic depressive schizophrenic. Actually, pretty cool as a kid because I never really knew who was coming to dinner. But I was pretty sure they were going to be bummed out. Used to piss my teachers off, and my permission slips had different signatures on them. Okay, Mr. Smartass, why don't you stand up? Who's this one supposed to be? It's my mom. Call her. But let me listen. Screw normal. You know why? Because if you're normal, the crowd will accept you. But if you're deranged, the crowd will make you their leader. I can prove this. Martin Luther King. What did he say? All right, here's what's going to happen. They are going to come down. They are going to shoot us with fire hoses. They are going to beat us with sticks. I don't want anybody doing nothing. You just keep on marching.
And here's the thing, and they were non-violent protests. You don't have to be violent to be protests. Trust me, a lot of people confused that back in the whole thing back in 2020 when they started doing riots and crap. But they don't. But at this time, a lot of people were not even touching the police whatsoever, and yet they get harassed and beat up by the police. And they still, Martin Luther King Jr. said, hey, just keep on marching, keep on marching. I'm like, wow, okay.
Is that the whole plan?
No.
Gandhi, the Muslims and the Hindus are killing each other. I am not going to eat until they stop. Swinging a big bat there, little guy. And stop the war. Gandhi's tummies are rumbling. But it worked. It worked, man. So how come? How come mom's crazy and I'm not? Well, it's possible. My mom could have got up every night in front of this many people, talked about all the crap in her life, and those people sat around and laughed with her. Would have meant nothing, and she could have moved on cool. It's also possible she'd taken out the whole front row with a large caliber weapon. You know? She was like out there. But maybe, if the Napa State Mental Facility had an open mic night, things would have been different for Mom, you know. She'd have got her own TV show, and you'd read about me in the Inquirer as her heroin-addicted son. Oh, we can dream, you know. But whatever success I've had aside, this right here, I've been doing this since I was 18. For me, this right here is the difference between paycheck and medication and bed check. That's right. And don't get me wrong, hey, I want to hear your pain, for God's sakes. Just put it in joke form, that's all.
And here's the thing, I understand because at the end of the day, when I met this guy, I told him, yeah, his special love is to help me get over the whole thing with my ex. And he asked me what happened. I told him, I just gave him a quick rundown, like, hey, found out that she was cheating. 6 months later after we broke up, found out that she was pregnant with this dude's kid the whole entire time. And basically, whoa, I dodged a bullet. Like, he started to bust out laughing, like, dude, yes, you did. Because, you know, it's bad enough that sometimes people get, you know, beat. Sometimes people get charged of being the father and when they're not really the father. And like, yeah.
Dysfunctional. I'm not dysfunctional. I'm evolving to the next level. Yeah. So people, be proud you're screwed up. Be proud of it. Don't get too proud like me. I got in an argument with the guy in a bar. I bet him $50 I was more dysfunctional than he was. He raped me. So I tipped him. I am very competitive. And you normal people, listen up. Stuff's gonna happen in your life. Bad things are gonna happen that you're not used to, that has screwed up people that's happened already. And you're not gonna know what to do. You're gonna go, oh my God, and you freak out. And if something bad happens in your life where you think your life sucks so bad, you need to take a gun like my mom did, put it to your head and pull the trigger. Before you do that, do me a favor. Take a minute, put the gun down, take a deep breath, and quit being a wussy!
Okay, this part right here did not age well. I still find it funny, but knowing how today is, this part right here did not age well due to the fact that, let's say, people Xing off themselves is skyrocketing high in the U.S. And it sucks that it happens, and some people are not. And here's the thing: some people are not willing to talk about it. Some people only saw it as the way out, and sucks. Yeah, it sucks that stuff like this happened, and it's very sad and everything. But like I said, this part right here did not age well, because when this came out, I think it was back in 2004. Yeah, it's today from 2004 till today, things have changed dramatically.
Can you believe I got fired from the suicide prevention hotline? My boss walked in, Titus, man, you gotta go. No, we haven't had any complaints, exactly. Oh, man. And you normal people, hook up with some screwed up people. Make us your friends.
Yes.
You need us. Who do you want taking your keys away at a party after you've been drinking all night? You want some normal guy, never had a drink before? Steve, are you okay? Can you drive? Should I get some coffee? Do you want me to tickle you? Or do you want the guy with the 10-year chip from AA? Because when that guy asks for your keys, you're going to go, damn, I'm wasted. Oh, dude, you're the man. People say junkies have no place in our society. I say we spend some money, clean up some junkies, make them all go work for the Red Cross. You ever give blood to the Red Cross? Little paper-hatted trainee kid just sticking you full of holes. Golly gee, this is way harder than a deep fryer. How did this work?
And I know what he means because a few years back, I ended up getting like a tooth removed, and I had like 2 nurses on just one side of my arm, trying to poke holes to put the IV in. I'm like, look, try the other arm. And basically trying to start a conversation with me, saying that, oh, I like your shirt, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, hey, lady, I am going under. I don't need this talk right now.
You get an ex-junkie in there, bap, bap, he's going to find a vein.
Yep.
You're in, you're out, you got a sugar cookie, and you're happy. Los Angeles Times reported 63% of American families are now considered dysfunctional. Good. Because that means when Armageddon really happens, 37% of this population is going to lose their mind. Oh, God! The world is over! A 63%, we're going to go, hey, there's nobody watching the Lexus dealership. We're going to the apocalypse with leather and a CD player.
Woo!
You guys have been great. Thank you.
After all this time, I still find that his first special that he did very funny. Yeah, maybe there are some jokes that are out of date due to the fact that it did not age well. I mean, because those are the times. Things are going to not age well, or things are there. They are. So, but I still think this man is very funny. I've been a big fan of his for many years, and if I was part of one of his live shows before, like back in 2018, it was so much fun. I can't wait for him to come back to Texas, Houston. That's where I'm from. So anyway, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to Christopher Titus TV. I will leave the original link to the videos that I react to from his channel down below in the description. And what is your favorite special from Mr. Christopher Titus? So leave that in the comment section down below as well. And till next time, peace out. Kakui.